All right. Welcome everyone to the space between session 70. No, session 80. Um, we're going to start with a recap from session 79 last time by Cherry.
All right. So this is from Cherry's uh production notes where she's crossed out the word diary on the front and tried to write out
Mhm.
production notes in a more impressive font.
Yeah.
It says after finally talking sense into the old lady, and then there's some lines crossed through that. And it says finding a way to see eye to eye with the temple administrator. We were able to come to an understanding that mostly pleased the captain and I. I'm pretty sure Zeke got us a souvenir before we left, though I haven't seen it yet. Once we left there, we got straight onto a promising lead, some nerd researcher who approached Eva in the library. Apparently, someone is trying to cover up a research project. I smell a breakthrough story. Eva was able to dig up some information, and while doing so, she found out about this other lady nerd who, for some reason, didn't make the cut for the project in question. But she appears to be our only lead. I sent Lou to try and find her, and there was a small misunderstanding that thankfully didn't lead to anything we would regret happening. Hopefully, this meeting goes well.
Sounds good. All right. Um, that is where we left off. Um, we have everyone here tonight. We even have Randy here with us. So where do you guys want to start? Do you have any questions? Do you have any plans?
I think there's an implication that Zeke stole some things, and I want to work that out.
Mm,
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm not saying it has to happen now, but it's okay.
Okay, so uh all right, so we'll just put a note there. Might not do that right away. Any other thoughts? We could do that right away, unless you guys have want to continue the thread that you're pulling on already.
I don't mind a quick kind of almost an interlude there while I finish my burger.
Okay. I will say I I do want to make sure that we catch up with um yeah, I guess after we catch up with Zeke, we can catch up with Pete.
Hmm.
Because we had I guess we only had one session without him. Not maybe a ton happened, but do want to make sure that he's included in the next scene. All right, so Zeke, flashing back a bit, um, you were trying to pick out seeds, and you had relatively little time here because uh, Cherry had given you the telepathic go ahead, and then went to talk to the administrator. Had kind of an unknown amount of time before they were going to be coming back down and looking over the seed cache. So, um, you've had time to maybe read labels, but um, I'm curious what your goal was. What you think it would have gone? How you think it would have gone?
Well, I think he probably would have first tried to Oracle if he could spend 3 minutes doing this.
Okay, that's okay. So there's a that's a definitely reasonable thing to do. Um, as long as we got, let me fire up here and see so we can keep track of our effort.
I'm thinking
Um,
this as far as the quantity of things in front of him, is that like, do you feel like that's a reasonable amount of time that he would?
Well, it depends on, is he wanting to try, like, basically stuffing as many as he can possibly fit into his pack, or what's the goal here?
Um, he's definitely trying to get the best haul that he can,
Okay.
but having a few minutes might allow him to be more intentional about what he collects. Um, if
Okay.
I think we kind of have said before that that's relatively instantaneous in real time for him to get that vision. So
Yeah,
I think he's
Oracle
right.
takes,
Yeah.
yeah, it takes like 6 seconds, so it doesn't take long at all. Um, yeah, let me just double check something here because this is relevant. Okay, so yeah, you do have to be carrying it. That's what I was thinking. Um, all right. So, yeah, I was double checking burden deportation because it has weight limits and stuff, which are not an issue. But yeah, it does say that if you're teleporting, you know, stuff, ordinary inert matter, nothing living, which I'll put seeds in this category because they're not a living creature. I think is what that's talking about. Yeah, you got to be carrying it. So you do have to pack it in your pack, or at least stuff it in your arms. Combination of pack and whatever you can carry in your arms is going to be good. So yeah, I guess you could oracle. Might I suggest a slightly different approach that I think Zeke would think of if you're just trying to find out um, how much time you've got. You
You could
certainly,
suggest it.
um, because I think because it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, Zeke would think so many minutes would be good enough time. You could oracle. What if Zeke just stands in here and waits for somebody to come in?
Huh. That's a good point. He probably would do stuff like that, wouldn't he?
I thought it was possible. Um, it's also possible he might think of it a different way, but I think that also gets me out of being on the hook for picking the trying to trying to find
It feels
how
too
closely he
unsafe.
can get the right
He's
time.
gonna say 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. I think what so he will spend the effort. He will get a brief vision of the future, and he will see himself, you know standing there, kind of thumb twiddling, checking his watch. Um, the watch showing you know roughly 5 minutes in the future. Just with a loaded pack, and starting to sling it up on his back, and then hearing the clang of footsteps on the ladder out in the maintenance chamber, and
Cool.
he'll take that as a sign that uh, 5 minutes is cutting it real close, but manageable.
He takes note of the time and gives himself 4 minutes. What can he do?
Okay, so with that much time, I mean, I think he's going to be able to read uh, basically, a bunch of these, and it's not like they have lengthy descriptions or anything. They're basically just labels that have the name. Um, some of them are kind of some of the like scientific sort of names um, along with them, but there are just a handful, particular that stand out as clearly not. I'll say this: that's definitely plenty of time to find all of these seeds, because there are plenty that are just basic that he would recognize or at least feel like he's heard of, even if he doesn't know exactly what they are, but feel like they're pretty standard.
And is
Um,
it known to everyone what was in this case, like quantities of seeds and whatnot?
no. So that was
Okay.
something we established last session. There was no like database or anything like that that uh, kept track of all this stuff. For whatever reason, that information was not available in the bot's memory or in the terminal that you guys were accessing. So it seems that that may not have survived. But um, also, there are enough gaps in the cases and in the shelving in this storage room that it's as long as you don't just like totally clean the place out, it's not going to be immediately obvious that you took things or what specifically you took. Um, but you do find a handful, and let me uh, read you these names that are.
Before reading anything, he's gonna start with whichever one looks like there are the least of, and kind of work backwards from that.
Okay. Got you. So, least of. Cool. So then that's going to be. Let's see. Let me just. I'm thinking ahead here. I'm going to pull up my session notes in advance so I can
Like
and
you
actually
name
be ready to
the,
type these as
the
I
rarest things and
as I
make
see
that his
them.
priority. You know,
Yeah.
that's his or his thought at least by targeting the things of least quantity.
Yeah. Um okay, so he finds a container that has just a handful of much larger looking seeds. They look almost like nuts. Uh, they don't quite look like any nut that he's seen before, but they've got that a little bit of texture to them and stuff. And the label just says Whisperwood.
Hmm. How many of them are there?
Um, uh, let's say 5, but the the deal was basically these little containers are like climate controlled. They've got a little bit of a readout below the label that has temperature and humidity stuff. It seems like they are carefully sealed, um, like little jars that you could take out of the packaging, take out of their little foam inserts. But I don't remember, Danielle, if we said this that Cherry
Hmm.
specifically was if she specifically told him, "Hey, don't open any of the seed containers, just take one
I
or
don't
take
think
the
you
whole
would
thing."
plan to open the containers. Like, are they individually contained, or you saying like all of these seeds are in one container?
Yeah, so like there's a container with 5 of these seeds in it.
I'm gonna talk with the people who ran this shoddy facility later, but and there are clearly no empty containers around, or
No empty ones?
yeah.
Um no, no empty ones. I mean,
All right, then
you could
Zeke's
empty
gonna
one out.
empty one.
You
Yeah,
could dump one.
yeah. No, Zeke's gonna empty one for sure. I mean, hopefully in his pack or something. Right? He's not trying to leave a crime scene, but um, yeah.
Okay, so he's um
So Ben, before you had mentioned to me when I had been asking questions in the session that
mhm,
they are like climate controlled inside these like little cases, right?
yes.
Okay. So if he empties those seeds out, is that going to damage the seed?
That's a good question. That seems plausible.
Probably yes.
Well, the one
Okay.
he was thinking about like emptying one that's the most abundant, not emptying the one that has the 5 rare seeds in it.
Got you. Just
Now
wanting
the
to like see if he can get some of the abundant seeds. So that's like, I'm not taking all of them.
well,
So like
yeah, my
go to where there are the most abundant grouping of seeds, empty one of the containers, and then make that where I make my haul.
and just so I'm understanding you clearly, you're saying that then you will open the container that has the rare seeds in it and just take a couple of them.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I kind of decided that Zeke would leave them at least 3.
That's still
Other
Okay.
opening the container. That's basically like going to take like half of somebody's frozen dinners from the freezer and leaving the freezer open.
What do I look like, a botanist? Did anyone tell him not
That's
to
funny.
do that?
I think
I
Cherry
don't think so.
would have said don't open it, but I mean,
Uh,
it's up to you
okay.
on whether or not Zeke would have been like,
He
oh, it
would
can't be that
definitely have
bad.
listened. If she said that, all ears, he probably would have deferred to her judgment on that. But if not, you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it came up.
I feel like it would have been important enough that she would have said something to him.
Okay.
Oh,
Then he's going
Ezra.
to take a whole pack of those.
Of the Whisperwood.
Yep. Without
Okay.
opening it.
Whisperwood. Okay.
Which sounds foreboding.
Nice.
Just gonna put that out there.
So,
um,
like, all of these seeds contained in just one housing, like,
yes.
it's all or nothing.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like a packet of seeds. They're all the same type inside.
Then I take back
Hmm.
my comment about him targeting the ones that look least abundant. Um,
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, baby.
So he's just
my
then
my
his.
thought there was like, they were going to be individually contained, and we were just like,
Got you.
oh,
Yeah.
there's 3 there. Let me just take, you know, none of those, but 5. Okay, I'll take 2 of those. But if it's like all or nothing, then he probably would be thinking about it a little differently. Um,
I know, baby.
anyway, yeah, he takes those. Does anything catch
Yeah.
his eye?
Yes. There. If he's just glancing around, uh, skimming, he would find you'd find one container of seeds that they have just the faintest. It catches the light as he moves through the room, and so it draws him to the container. The seeds have just a bit of a golden tint to them, and it is like reflective. And the label on there says Harmony Grain.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
This one and this one has an additional label in what he would probably recognize as the language that is kind of native to Tabuk, the Arabic language. Um, if he wanted to take the moment to try to translate it with his compad, it would reveal that it was just the translation of that same name. But he can. I'm assuming he would want to take those since they are shiny.
Maybe. I think he's definitely going to look through. Why don't you give us a rundown of all the different things you might see in there?
Okay. Let's see then.
Since they're not individually packed, he would definitely be thinking about it a little bit more
Yeah.
carefully, especially knowing he's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of time. Okay, let's see then. Um, I guess I will point out he notices that um, there are actually multiple containers of these, and it seems like they've got some kind of
Oh,
numbering system. Say what?
he's taking the highest number.
All right. Very cool.
Multiple containers, way easier to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Man, if I could type over here, that would be helpful.
So was that the Harmony Green that had multiple containers?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, it did have multiple containers with numbers, and he grabbed the highest number. Um, he's gonna find, just looking through, he finds some seeds that are like little geometric shapes.
Mm.
Ooh.
They are he kind of he has to look a little more closely, but it looks like um, they are, maybe, um, oh, what's the term? Goodness gracious. Um, there.
Dodecahedrons,
No,
polygons.
polygon. Thank you. I was like, it's the gon, but it's any kind of number. It seems like they're polygons and not necessarily all the same gon. So, um, but they're otherwise just a kind of a dull gray color,
Hmm.
and oh yeah, the label is Dream Moss.
Oh no.
That sounds dangerous. We will
Um,
not be gifted that.
I mean, gotta have one of those.
And there's unfortunately only 2 containers of those.
You mean one?
Yes, that's what I meant. Again, highest number container.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, I think that would be his MO, right? Because they don't know how many there's. But if you take one, and two and three are still there, then clearly, right? Like one is
Yeah,
gone.
I got
But
it.
if you take three and one and two are there,
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. All right, and um, the other than that, everything, none of the other seeds stand out visually as particularly exotic. So, um,
anything else that has multiple containers, um, he would try and snag at least one of.
yeah,
That's a lot.
he'll find some like that are, you know, he, he's. I'll just say he's gonna find a lot of stuff like mint.
Yeah, skipping that kind of thing. He's just
Okay.
trying to load down his pack with as much as he can and leave the junk. Uh, go for
Okay.
things that are duplicates of, so he's not like,
Yeah, he is he has lucked out, or he's tapped out his luck in terms of multiple containers of things that look interesting. but say he's approaching his time limit, and he uh, finds a container that he realizes he's passed a couple of times already, and he it occurs to him that he thinks he is sensing the faintest sonic echo from that container.
Allah, snag it.
Oh yeah, it's his for sure. And if time is running out and his pack has space, he's grabbing things.
Okay. He has time to grab a couple more containers. Um, they fill up his pack to the brim here, and then he's past his 4 minute time that he gave himself, and so he is out of there, full pack on the ship in a flash. And as we've established, he is he knows he can't just go right back, and um, what we went with was that he realized, huh, I guess I don't really have to go back and go through the whole road trip again. I can just hang out here, because there's also there's not really anywhere for him to have hidden, and so they're to avoid any awkward questions, he decides to just play it safe and stay gone. Let him think that he just went out into the town while they were chatting. So that'll wrap that up, and we will then fast forward again, resume where we had left off with the. I believe we had just left off with the crew gathered, and
We had just left off with the near kidnapping, I believe.
yes, you know, which was somewhere else. You guys weren't at the almost kidnapping, fortunately. But yeah.
2
So
thumbs up.
working on arranging a meeting with her. I believe there was discussion about maybe doing it in a park, maybe somewhere else. I don't know if you guys had nailed it down for sure yet.
I think Eva had wanted to do a park, right? Ethan, do you remember?
There was something about not picking too busy a park, or maybe
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
it
we're
was.
looking for a not busy open air
And a
park.
clear line of sight
Yeah.
was what Ethan
Mhm.
had emphasized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Ben, can I ask a question?
Sorry to me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Uh,
I was
which
using a silly voice. Um, would Cherry be able to purchase or configure any sort of signal jamming type, um, like something that would help them to avoid anyone eavesdropping technologically?
uh, so you cut out a little bit there. I guess, are you talking about, you said signal jamming?
Yeah, like if someone was trying to spy on their rendezvous, if they were trying to eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, let's see. I think that hmm, that is going to get pretty complicated. The Let me see. How's about, yeah, I think buying something like that is probably not going to be feasible on short notice.
Gotcha.
That's going to be the sort of thing it's going to be custom built or designed for very specific kinds of signal jamming, and especially if you're talking about sound, that's trickier than because you're not blocking a signal that somebody else is trying to send to you or shoot at you. Or shoot off somewhere else. You're trying to block sound waves from propagating through like real
Don't think
space.
about it too hard, babe.
Anyway, point being,
Mhm.
sorry, you could, let me think about it this way. You could probably, you and or Eva, put your heads together and figure out some way to put something together that would, um,
Could there be
yeah,
something that
okay.
would maybe be like a small EMP sort of thing?
Um, I'm
Or just jam wireless
so I guess
connection?
I'm thinking about it a little bit longer here because um I guess to like interfere with somebody trying to eavesdrop, one obvious way would be to just like generate noise. And I guess that's kind of, I mean, that's I guess that's kind of what you do with other signal jamming anyway. I don't know why I was just thinking of it as very different.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like there was a government teacher that I had that had a little device that would quite literally like basically block out everybody's phone signal so no one could really use their phone during class.
Yeah.
So
We have a
back before everyone had
regular
a smartphone. But
Yeah, I guess you
we
could
have a
you
regular
could do.
radio, right, from our um Straya adventure.
Yeah.
So I
So,
mean, with our ability to see signals, Eva and I's with the pansexual optics.
yeah.
forgot about that.
Um,
I guess, yeah.
then I guess that's a poor man's version of it. Is that if Eva really cranks up the power on our radio, then that would block any signals, and then Pete has just a regular old radio inside his chest. So if it's just like an eavesdropper that we think is listening in with like one of those Spy Kid megaphone NFL things,
Yeah, I was gonna
then just blast the radio. And I mean, I guess maybe they come fine us, for misuse of our ham radio or blaring our boombox in the park. But that might
Yeah,
be preferable to getting picked up by the feds.
yeah, I was gonna
And I guess
say,
that'd at least be a poor man's version of, I think, what Danielle was going for.
Yeah.
yeah,
Another
so
option
can you guys hear
is
me?
possibly just trying to disappear her in the library or something.
I hear you, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I kind of talked myself back into it. I think it would be fine. You could like I'd be fine to take a skill check to jerry rig something. Um, that would I think you do basically have two options. You could go the low tech way of just make a lot of noise near where you meet this girl and try to do kind of the social uh whatever deception and just try to play it off like, oh, what, sorry, we're just having a good time, which um you think would potentially land you in a little bit of trouble,
Mm,
um especially if especially if they get any kind of sense that you are deliberately doing it right then and there. Um, and if there's any connection between the people making the noise and the person who's, you know, meeting with the the junior archaeologist there. So yeah, I think we'll the alternative would be something that would be a device that would be small enough to
Ooh.
conceal in the pocket or jacket or whatever of whoever is meeting with her, that would put out, inaudible frequencies that would disrupt, that would basically just make white noise in
Mhm.
the in the output of whatever listening device. Though that would also make it pretty clear that you are intentionally trying to, hide what you're saying to her, and would probably raise some red flags.
What if we made it part of Pete's radio? Just faulty electronics, sorry.
I was thinking along the same line. I was like, I could think of someone being like, "Oh no, my hearing aid is acting up."
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's an
And we
old.
just tell them they're racist if they notice.
Oh man.
How dare you call him out for his faulty radio?
Okay.
Well, what would it take to do something like that? And more importantly, perhaps, is Pete on board with that?
I guess I lost the thread of what are we doing with this tweak to his radio? Like, what's the purpose of this?
So that listening devices can't listen.
Oh, so like he has a static jammer kind of a thing?
Mhm.
Yes.
He'd be fine with that.
Okay.
But the thing is that it would be like if someone was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" and be like, "Oh, sorry, sometimes his radio acts up." Kind of
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's why we were asking if he was okay with that.
Yeah.
it will also pretty well make him deaf as well.
Oh no.
I mean, I could see that being useful for his purposes sometimes.
I was gonna say new canon tool.
You're breaking
there,
up. I
friends.
can't hear you.
Pete just. Oh no, we're going through a tunnel.
Pete's over there. Oh no, that would be awful. We'll just hope that never happens again.
Oops.
Eva's like, "Oh, Pete, let me look at that. That's been acting up. Let me try and. Oh no, it's fine. I'm fine. Well, if you would just let me fix it. No, you're busy. It's okay. It's not that important."
And that's hilarious because I feel like that would bug Eva too, because she'd be like, "You could just turn off your ears. Like, why are you're messing with my whatever, making my dial thingy over there go crazy."
Well, it also bug her
You're
because
messing with the flavor tech.
it also bug her because there's something that she can't fix and he's not letting her.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh man.
he'd do it.
All right. Well,
Okay.
what mixture of skills and parts do we need to make that happen?
So let's see. I think. Hmm.
P.S. My hands are full of baby right now, so if there's any rolls that need to be made, I'm gonna defer to
Okay.
you, babe.
Sounds good. This is probably gonna be. I would probably start with a fix check anyway. I think if Eva hits the fix DC, then she can jury rig something for the scene that would accomplish the goal. Nice. That'll do it.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, just one spare part will do it.
All
I
right.
just realized she has a +6 for her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can.
Hence
That's just with
why
a regular
Pete not
2d6.
letting her fix the radio is the utmost insult to her.
Oh, absolutely.
She's nothing if not specialized.
She can't fail
Like, I
anything that's
know I
an
could fix it.
8 difficulty or lower.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Basically just auto fix everything.
If you let her.
Yes.
Okay. So there's maybe a couple hours of work fiddling and tweaking with Pete's Pete's radio open and having to be still. Are they? Is she doing this in the workshop of the Swallowtail? I assume.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Okay. Yeah. The every once in a while for those couple hours, there's a fairly ear-splitting or headache-inducing sound as Eva is working on fine-tuning the frequency and of the emitter. So the upper deck with the with the trapdoor sealed or whatever is the most comfortable, safest place. Multiple bulkheads and doors in between you. Okay, you guys have a signal jammer in Pete's chest.
All right.
As long as you can control it.
He can.
Took 5 out of the ship. Eva had 2 on her. So I'm going to take 1 off and add 5. She's got 6 back on her.
Pete probably has a few.
Yeah, I
Nice.
realized I didn't replenish after she had used some a while back. And she absolutely would have
Okay.
replenished.
So let's see. You guys, I think you'd instructed Lou to make contact and give her the address. Let's see. Okay, I'm having trouble with this. What? How are you guys getting there? I guess nothing complicated, right? You're getting to the location. The real question is who's gonna go into the park to meet her? Who's gonna observe and from where?
Well, I think Eva and Cherry wanted to go with Eva. How close does Pete have to be to work the jamming magic?
He's gonna need to be pretty close to the conversation.
Okay.
Within, not quite within arm's reach, but within, I'll just say like within 5 meters.
Okay. And one quick clarification. When you say that Pete won't be able to hear, do you mean regular audio also?
Yes.
Okay,
In
then
fact, mainly regular audio.
Okay, then Eva would absolutely have a spare planning board
Oh my goodness.
wedged against the workshop that has some simple hand gestures on it.
Oh my. Okay. I really thought for a second you were talking about like she had it under her arm
Oh no!
to go into the park.
The meeting. I did.
She's carrying
My
it
first thought too.
to the meeting spot. Like, oh no, Pete's gonna be out. I'm gonna need someone to help me explain. He's not gonna be able to.
Like she pulled the windshield off a little Barbie size, electric vehicle.
Planning board.
Yeah.
Planning pad.
Yeah.
Just
For
a
a
pocket-sized
scientist on
planning
the
board.
go.
For all your quick planning needs.
So I think y'all three need to go.
Try Windows today.
So Eva needs to go because she's the point of contact. Cherry, because she's the one who knows how to talk words good. And Pete, because he possesses / is the
signal
jamming
jammer.
device. Yeah. Then I think Bo and Zeke be on Overwatch somewhere.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. that sounds
Find
good.
a good vantage point. Ben, with our mind meld connection thing, does that help with Zeke's teleportation? Like, can I mentally send him or point out to him, like, if I spotted somebody, hey, I see spooks hiding in the bushes
No,
100
sadly
meters
not.
to our right?
You could definitely, you could definitely point it out to him with the image, and then as long as he can look over there and see it himself, he can teleport there.
Okay.
But yeah, he has to be able to see it with his own unaided eyes.
What if he needs glasses?
And your teleportation ability sucks.
Yes.
You can only teleport to the inside lens of your glasses.
You have an astigmatism, and so you smear yourself all over the intended target 10 meters away.
Okay, that just got really dark.
My teleporter.
Let's just
Leave it to
suffice to say,
Ethan to get really dark really fast.
teleport one way or another. Teleporters with less than 20/20 vision don't exist.
Mm-hmm. The great filter demands it.
Oh no.
I think it's more like they probably splice themselves as soon as their abilities manifest.
It's blanched.
It's natural selection.
Right, so anyways.
So do we need to do anything, Ben, to locate an ideal Overwatch position?
Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be, let's see, so you want
Ezra said roll for it.
Overwatch. Yeah.
Actually, he said, yeah.
See, I'm thinking about what to have. I would take a shoot skill check from Bo with either wisdom or intelligence.
Oh. Wisdom, intelligence. Pshaw.
Pshaw, indeed.
Would this count as an act of marksmanship?
An act of marksmanship.
For the purposes of my
roll.
sniper skill.
I think that
I'm judging an optimal sniper's perch.
for target shooting, yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
He'll allow it.
3d6, baby.
Okay, nice. So, yeah, let's see. You have got, all right, 1,000-meter range. That is without going to a penalty. So, yeah, you.
Let's see. He may not actually be using the sniper because I'm thinking consequences for carrying around a sniper rifle on planet, right?
Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, sure.
It is Tabuk, though. Probably less severe
So
than
they
some
may be
other
like,
planets.
You are certainly
yeah.
not, like, Bo knows he's not licensed to carry around a sniper rifle on Tabuk.
Say,
Do
we got a
Tabukans even
license
ask
for
for
that?
license, or are they
License?
like, who
Just
am I to
because,
get between a man and his
wow.
emotional support rifle?
Yeah.
Just because they are a culture that values martial prowess does not make them open carry trigger happy morons.
I don't know. That sounds un-American to me.
Mm.
I mean, un-Tabukan. Wait,
Good things is
what
not.
are we
You're
talking about again?
infringing on Tabuk's Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. No. So anyway, no, you definitely know you can't open carry a sniper rifle, and
Dadgummit.
you would definitely get in trouble if you got caught with one. So
Man.
if you're talking about not, are you looking at Overwatch for? Like, I was assuming this
I
was a.
would take my laser rifle, the sneaky one, Heartless,
Okay.
that got disguised.
Okay.
So I'll illegally carry a rifle. I just want it to not look like a rifle while I'm illegally carrying it.
Makes
That's
sense.
fair.
You want to be able to take some shots and then walk out of there and not look
Hey,
like you.
officer, this is just my med kit,
Yeah.
which I was running around with because I heard gunshots.
Yeah. I was gonna say, stashing it in your pack would make it even more innocuous at that point.
Which is the
So,
thing.
okay. All right. So the Heartless, much shorter range. So that limits you to,
300 meters normal operating range.
yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me think here for a second. But yeah, basically you will find a fairly nearby rooftop that is going to, let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna say you find a rooftop. You definitely pass the check. You'll find one that gives you a good unobstructed view of all the important parts of the park, and a little bit of the surrounding area. There's some other buildings. This is in a fairly crowded city, so there are other buildings. You don't, uh, you know, there is pretty narrow like opening here to get a like you don't get a view of much outside the park is what I should say, because there are a lot of buildings around gonna block your
Guys,
eyesight.
they named an opening after Narrow. That's really impressive on Tabuk.
She probably made it with her
There's a
wind
whole,
cutter.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll just name it after her. Just please stop slicing things with your wind cutter. We're begging you. Please. Talk some sense into your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you can be like on the top of a taller building that is tall enough to like overlook a couple of the closest buildings to the park, because they did construct these in a way that they wanted more buildings to have a view of the park, so it's not just like surrounded by skyscrapers and invisible to most of the surrounding buildings. So you find that good spot. That's where Bo is going to be. Is anybody else going to be with him?
I think if Zeke can be with him,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good emotional
because
support.
and you can teleport that distance, right? Avery.
Oh yes, he
Let
can.
me.
It's
Is
also
it
good motion
effortless
over
or?
sports.
Because I think if you guys updated his sheet, he has 2 effort left.
Yeah, I
He
had.
has scene back, right? So he actually has. I'm assuming that scene would be over, right?
Yeah, did you spend the one for burdened? Oh wait, no, you didn't need to do burdened because it was just you and your own gear.
He
So
has effortless.
yeah, so you did the one for the single oracle that you did, I'm assuming, and then yeah, everything else was up to date. So yeah,
Right, there. So then he's got
um,
3.
he's definitely got the range to get you guys onto the rooftop of that building. So I think he's got like kilometers, like a very long distance.
Like 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, 1,000 kilometers sounds right. So like, yeah, he could teleport from that temple in a nearby town, all the way back to the ship. So definitely get to the top of the building. Just needs
Yeah,
to be able
he
to see up there.
move himself effortlessly, moving y'all. He's got 3 more in.
Yep.
Okay. Good reminder. Thanks.
And he's done so.
Okay.
And then
That's
it's
a good
bedtime from Bonzo.
Is that how you guys want to get to him and Bo to the top of that building for Overwatch?
If we've got the time, Bo can probably make his way up there.
It's gonna make you hike it.
Yeah, if we're needing to save effort, that might be.
Would Bo understand that, or would he be like, "I don't understand why I can't use your magic to get me up there"? I think you're just being mean.
I need emotional support.
Hmm. I guess
If
if
he was,
he's probably heard at this point that Magic Tucker's Zeke
A
out.
wizard. Yeah.
Hmm. He's got to keep his calories, eat his Wheaties every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why
So
is that why Bo makes dinner at breakfast every morning?
You got to power up the wizard, man.
Got to take care of my wizard man.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we've done this before of sneaking up a tall tower with our high vis vest and clipboard.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see then. Hmm. Um,
I'm
the kind of
sorry.
skill check I'm gonna want then is a
Shoot.
no. I mean, we could go that route if that's
With
what you want to
charisma.
do. Probably either a perform or a talk from
You
each of you.
monster.
From Zeke and Bo.
Can't be a sneak check.
Yeah, it could be a sneak check. That
Yeah,
makes
because we're sneaking.
You are sneaking. It's just a little bit of a different kind of sneaking. Sneaking with
Oh
your
boy.
wisdom, yeah, instead of dexterity. Okay.
Oh wait, could I have snuck with my dexterity?
No. I was just clarifying in case you were about to click dexterity. Okay. Well, looky there.
Okay.
we
Okay.
got talent.
Yeah, you guys are going for the kind of the lowest common denominator trick here, and fortunately, this is not a particularly highly secured building, so the lady at the front desk is a little bit confused, but ultimately shrugs and says, "Yeah, doesn't bother me," and lets you pass without really interrogating you too much. So you guys are on your way to the roof, the rooftop. Um, let me see here.
Up on the rooftop. I stopped myself before I went into more. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, Danielle, tell me about Lou. Would you characterize him as a smooth operator?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of what I was
But I
thinking.
would also say he tends to be more on the quiet side unless he needs to not be quiet.
Okay, so he lets you know that he was able to uh, catch a quick word with her and uh, get slip her the location that you guys are going to meet, and that you guys are on for the meeting. They weren't. Well, no, I guess. Hold on. He's trying to do this very subtly, so he would have just slipped it to her and left. But that you should be expecting a message if the meeting is on, because included Cherry's number. So Cherry just has to wait. While everybody gets in position and gets ready to go to the location. And yeah, I think we're good to go then. Hmm. Let me make a note here real quick. Okay, let's put you guys. You'll go ahead and get a message from her, and it'll say something like, uh, you know, "Hey, I'm not really sure this is a good idea, but um, that guy left me a note saying you could help."
Well, um, hmm. A guy left me a message saying you can help. Just trying desperately to think of um what kind of way to approach this.
Hmm.
And she'll just say, "Hey, thanks for texting me. Um, would you be would you care to meet up maybe somewhere um where we can talk privately or something like along those lines?"
um, yeah, she'll text back. Yeah, he said something. This note said something about such and such park. Um,
Mm. Okay. And Cherry will now in character thumbs that up. Um and she'll say, "Yeah, what time works for you?" And then she'll tell Eva, "Boss, I mean Captain, Captain. Hey Captain, um they've said they're interested in meeting up.
Of course she is. Like,
Well,
this
yeah.
is exciting.
Is there a time we need to do it? Yeah. Yes, it is exciting. Is there a certain time you want to meet up, or should I just leave it up to her? Or like,
it can be up to her. But soon.
All right. But soon. But up to her. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think she'll want to wait.
Good.
Oh. Hollow.
Okay.
All right. So it is now in her court.
Okay. Yeah, she'll kind of I'll say she'll kind of be hesitant, go back and forth a little bit, wanting more like reassurance that, you know, of like what exactly you're going to do to help, that you're not, you know, you're not some rival group trying to um social engineer her or whatever else. Um she'll ask like some questions about like who you are, where you're from, whatever. But she will ultimately cave relatively quickly without really getting any solid verification on any of this. Um, Seems like she needed to work herself up a little bit to saying yeah, but she'll emphasize that she's pretty sure she's being watched, and she's been given very explicit instruction not to talk to anyone about the things she knows.
This is still just between her and Cherry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Cherry can share that obviously if she wants. But it seems like you got the thumbs up, got the green light.
Okay.
Alrighty. I don't guess we have any anything else to do. You guys ready to meet her?
See.
Indeed.
Okay. So describe to me your approach to the park. You going in first? You waiting for her to get there? How are we doing this?
That is a good question. I'm going to leave that up to the more tactically minded people in this group.
Yeah. So then Eva will say, "You're supposed to laugh at that point."
I was not going to say anything.
I think Eva will start to rattle off a Jennifer Moon's meeting in the park, and then kind of trail off and look over at Pete. You've done things like this before, right? And she looks over at Bo also.
Done things like what?
Clandestine meeting in the park, basically. What we're doing here.
A robot in a trench coat still stands out even when I'm trying to be sneaky. Sorry.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll just follow Jennifer Moon's battle plan.
Oh, Bo, you've done like clandestine things, right?
Guys,
Yeah,
you forget
so.
the sneakiest person here is probably Zeke.
Uh-huh.
We don't forget that. We don't know it. That's how sneaky he is.
Oh, well, he's very sneaky. You should just ask him.
Okay. How sneaky are you?
He's not even there. That's how sneaky he
He's
is.
I mean,
disappeared.
he's not actually sneaky at all, is the thing. He can just teleport. The
See
thing
when he
is,
gets caught in the future.
if you see his stat sheet, it's actually pretty abysmal.
Oh no. Cherry just thinks he's sneaky because he's always teleporting away.
Yeah, you would think with the ability to like walk on ceilings and walls and disappear and
Oh
predict the
no, is he
future
secretly really klutzy?
and having the alert foci that he would be, a little bit more dexterous and sneaky, but he's not.
Well, at this point, we're just looking for the hows and the what to do, not the actual doing of it. So I think the basic
Yeah.
question we want to answer is: do we go out there and just hang out, talking and wait for her to come to us, or do we go let her go out there first and then approach her? You know, what's the best way to meet this person?
For ice cream?
Unfortunately, we are doing it in a park. We'll see if there's ice cream.
I think Bo and Zeke arrive or get in
Completely
their
necessary.
position first. Y'all be nearby.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's not obviously already covered over with feds
Mm-hmm.
or something. Be nearby in position. Yeah, confirm that she's there or that she arrives. Doesn't
Mhm.
immediately get scooped up by feds.
Yeah.
And then y'all arrive or make contact with her.
Okay, so
Mhm.
you're suggesting that Cherry, Pete, and Eva come to the park after she's come to the park.
Hmm.
Okay.
Or be at the park, but make contact with her.
Okay. So, um, the yeah. Go ahead and give me a notice check from Bo.
Oh no.
Hey, hey, Ezra. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna pick you up. You ready? Wee.
So you could
Oh,
give an assist if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, if Zeke can assist. I think my notice is all right, but not great.
Okay. Avery, go ahead and give me a notice check from Zeke.
Unless I have very dexterous eyes.
Plus 7
oh,
modifier.
Okay. Yeah, go
oh
ahead.
no.
Take a +1 for Bo.
Woot.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So, what you get, as you're
Nothing.
watching, you you do manage to pick out you see her arrive, and the you notice the followers. Um, so
Does she
uh,
Oh,
notice her
she has people
followers?
following.
she does. She has followers. She does not seem to notice them necessarily. There are a few other people around. I mean, this is not like a completely dead park, but there's enough there's enough space, there's enough few enough people that you can see everything. It's not crowded. Um, and so one of them stays outside the park, and the other one um, just kind of follows her at a moderate distance.
All right. Does Bo relay that to us?
Yeah, Bo will relay all that.
Okay. I think I've got a plan from Eva. So if we're already in the park, and we're there to meet up with her, it's gonna be obvious that we were there and that we saw her and then went to talk to her. What I think we should do is make it seem like, well, first of all, let's make sure that what I'm proposing works. If Cherry can pull up any kind of anything that Eva that like someone from a different planet from Anagras would be able to know about this person. Has she published anything? Is there anything that Eva, in her all-knowing academia, could see her and recognize her and be like, oh, I need to go talk to her about this thing? So first of all, we need to find out if there's anything like that, and if there is, we walk over. Eva says, "Oh, I recognize you. You did this paper." She gives a signal to Pete. Pete throws up the jammer, and then Cherry quickly takes over and explains what the situation is to her while the jammer is on, and we go back to regular conversation when the marked observers get close, because they're going to close in as soon as we start jamming them.
Okay.
Does that sound all right for everyone?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think sounds good.
And the signal, I think, instead of being a hand sign like she drew on the Pete and Eva secret hand signals planning board, will simply be that she begins to reference a Jennifer Moons novel as she's talking to this girl.
No, it's funny. All right then. So, um, you I'm gonna say there is actually nothing that you can find on her.
Mm.
So she is. You do know from. I guess you were able to just like find her listing, like her name, like basic information, but you know she is a doctor. She did finish like a degree. She's Dr. Voss, but she has, as I think I think your contact at the library had told you she was like fresh out of school, like junior, ready to get started, and just, they weren't sure why, but she got cut from the expedition.
No thesis, no like any kind of paper that got published as part of
Not
her coursework.
not publicly available, no.
Ooh.
But I would say that I I don't
Is
think
there a
it's a
blog
stretch to
post?
I think
I
it's
don't think it's a
the
stretch to
opposite.
just say that Eva would, she could make that up.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, they
fair.
would check that. I think the opposite could work. VIs aren't very common on Taboo, right? This would be a noticeable anomaly as is, right?
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely they're definitely less common than on La Nuda. They're around, but yeah, no, they're definitely not a common sight.
Um, I think use that. Y'all make contact with her, whisper enough to tell her or text her something beforehand to be like, "You've never seen a VI before."
Mm.
Something harder for a person to or a Fed to Google quickly.
Are they uncommon enough that it's reasonable for someone of her schooling would not have met a VI?
Or to have like a reaction of like, oh, I'm very interested in this new unfamiliar type of being.
Okay, so um, I think that's a good enough premise. You guys have some good options to try to work with on on the fly there. Um, I think from let's see, uh, let's say from Eva, gonna need a skill check.
Okay.
I would take either a talk check or a lead check with wisdom. Wisdom or charisma.
Well, wisdom and charisma are the same bonus, and I think I'd go with the lead.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. Okay, so um yeah, basically she let's see. So I'm going to narrate this for the most part, partly for the sake of time. Um but what what happens is, you know, Bo is watching, he's giving directions over the comms to Eva and Pete. Um Dr. Voss here, she looks a little bit nervous. Bo can pick up on that body language. Um, but she goes and, finds a place to sit and then just kind of pulls out her uh, data slab and is just distracting herself and just, apparently sitting in the park and enjoying some fresh air. Um, the observers uh, keep just a little bit of a distance, and that is the time for Eva and Pete to swoop in,
And Cherry.
um, and Cherry, and to pull their little their little charade. And when Pete activates his jammer, uh, Bo notices that the observer, who is the tail, who's a little closer, uh, flinches slightly, and
Hooray! It worked.
yeah, puts a hand to one ear and turns away for a moment, but then is looking again a little more intently at the group here, and his mouth is moving. He's by himself. Um, so Eva pulls her star captain chops to the forefront here, and realizing that this is a tense, urgent moment of desperation, and knowing from Sherry that this girl had a good bit of hesitation already,
Mm-hmm.
But had you know had agreed, and it still is visibly uncertain about this. Um, Eva makes a compelling argument, uh, which I will not force you to spin on the spot, but she is able to do that and convey a reassuring conviction that she and her crew are going to be able to do something to help. That they're going to be able to get to the bottom of this, and that hope is not lost. And this girl is taken by the way that Eva presents this, and she does manage to put on a bit of a show of being interested, excited, whatever kind of farce that Eva suggests quickly. Hey, just act like this is normal, or, act like we're cool. Nothing, scary or covert is happening right now. And has her, is like showing off, Pete's arm movement or something, some of the joints.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it's actually
she,
Cherry that's probably interjecting those act normal and be cool moments.
okay.
It's a group effort and a group conversation, I think.
Yeah. So she she's listening intently to Eva's spiel and nodding along. Uh, see her face get a little more tense, but she'll say, I just can't get caught for having told you this. So just whatever you do, don't mess up, don't get caught. Um,
Oh
I
shoot! She just waved a death flag.
um, she says, I I know I know the government is they're watching the site. They've got it closed off. I don't know how much, but just be careful. It's really bad storms. We were prepping for constant blizzard, you know seriously sub-zero. um and she rattles off the coordinates. That was going to be the landing site. You probably don't want to go there, but close. um please please bring them back safe, and
Eva
find
promises
out
that they
whatever they
will.
find whatever they found. um it and she her little mask of you know excitement over the bot starts to slip, and so it is time up.
Cherry would
Is
try and interject and like fake laugh or something like that,
Okay.
and she would kind of like, while fake laughing, put a hand on the girl's shoulder and kind of like pivot her body to where like she's not facing towards the guy who grabbed his ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, that's, so funny," kind of thing. But then when she can kind of position herself sort of behind Pete, um, she would lean in and she would say, I promise we're going to do our best.
Okay. She nods briefly. Looks like she's tearing up a little bit, and turns and hurries away in a different direction. You notice that the
before we get too far into this, um, was somebody approaching us after the interference began?
that's what I was about to point out. That
Okay.
You notice that the guy who had clutched his ear had started moving closer.
Okay.
He had hesitated, but he was starting to move closer,
Also,
and
Robert said that Pete was playing a local radio station pretty loudly as well.
oh, okay, I missed that part. Oh, that's where that other ping was.
So with them moving closer, um, would it make more sense as a kind of a group level question here? Would it make more sense to try and keep her here and continue our discussion of VI as the guy approaches, so that we have that continuity of we're talking about VI when the jammer goes up, we're talking about VI when he gets here with physical ears?
Hmm.
Or does she need to scurry away because she's going to give away the whole thing with her face?
I think the latter is what
Okay.
it seems like.
All right. I just wanted to get that in before Ben narrated that she had run across town and the guy was on us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that if you were trying to keep her there, it would have been hey, wait, you know, reaching and calling after her because
Well, if we
she was
were,
taking off suddenly.
yeah, we would have led into it with as part of the conversation. Here's the plan. We're talking. We'll continue talking.
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
I think Eva trusts Cherry's judgment, and if Cherry's not trying to maintain the conversation like that because she thinks Mrs. Nerdier than Eva is amazingly gonna give away the whole game, then Eva's not gonna second guess that.
Yeah.
Eva's really come a long way.
I would say that's impressive.
Yeah. Eva is holding her face better than, well, she is just a pen and paper academic.
Yeah.
She's not a field academic like Eva is now.
Is Eva
Yeah.
calling someone a nerd in a roundabout way?
I think that as she's scurrying off, it'll come later. It'll come later. But yeah, she will.
Okay.
Now is not the time.
Yeah. Oh man. So all right. You this guy takes a look at you all, winces, he'll walk a little closer and raise his voice over the loud music that Pete is playing. Say, hey, you need to bring that down a little bit. You're in a public space here. That's too loud.
What?
How old does this guy look?
Say what?
How old does this guy look?
He looks like middle-aged.
Ben says,
Being
say what? I
50s
say Eva
or
already did.
Oh my goodness. uh 40s.
all right. Cherry would look at Eva and pantomime someone talking with their hand going blah blah blah. And then she'll look at the man and she'll go, "Okay, Killjoy."
Oh.
He said, um yeah, let's see. Let me check something here. Okay.
That's going to be a neutral on the reaction table.
Oh, is that so? Good to know.
Yeah, it was either a skill check or a reaction roll.
So yeah, he's going
Did we
to.
pick like an empty park or a mostly empty park?
No,
I
we.
believe
Yeah, it
that
was.
was the
Oh,
plan, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was close. I mean, it wasn't like
Oh,
it wasn't crowded, but it was. It was
Sparsely
as
populated.
least crowded as possible.
oh,
well, my thought was if it's not crowded, then who are we bothering? But okay.
okay.
I mean, there's still other people around, but he will watch. I guess. Are you after your mocking gesture? Are you then turning the music down a little bit, or
I was
Eh,
waiting to see if he responded at all.
sorry, you cut out there?
Waiting to see if
Did
he
he
responded.
did he respond at all to that?
Roll for
Um,
initiative.
he is he is staring at you. He is not pleased, but he has not reacted yet.
Oh no, the Karen stare.
She'll roll her eyes and huff, and then she'll turn to Pete like she has to and pretend like she has to manually turn this down. And as she's doing it, she's grumbling like, "Can't even show off a sound system with these grandpas running around." And then once she gets it turned off, she'll look at me and go, "There, happy? I'm so sorry we disturbed your
Perfect.
peace."
And he'll just move on.
Cherry will stick her tongue out at his back as he's walking away, in case his partner is watching.
Nice. All right, so roll for jail time.
darn it.
He was like, "No, Cherry, sticking out your tongue at federal law enforcement on Tabuk is a felony."
Believe it or not, straight to jail.
Yes, straight to jail. No, all right, you guys
You
are
were on. This is right.
in the clear. And we will I will say, I think as easy as it was for Bo and Zeke to get up to their vantage point, they're able to get back down no problem. Just can make up some nonsense, and the receptionist doesn't really seem to care, and you're on your way.
He's
And
not paid enough to care.
yeah. So you guys are off the hook with a set of coordinates and a bit of info about the weather conditions and the fact that there are feds of some sort having secured the site and watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what next?
Well, let's get some planetary maps. See if we can pre-plan a landing destination as well as a route, staying as low to the ground as we can to avoid radar detection, and all the normal sneaky stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. So yeah, that will whenever you guys are gonna execute that, that'll be like a pilot skill check and a program check to do the physical and the electronic sneaking.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys can definitely find maps and plan that. Um, it's um, I'm not going to. We don't need to worry too much about the exact distance or
Right.
travel time involved, but we're going to say a handful of hours, assuming you're going by ship.
I'm basically just angling for an aid check for the stealth components with Eva rolling no to aid it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with a no check being the assist there.
Okay. Do we have anything that anybody else wants to do before we dive right into the library? I mean, to flying out there?
Can Cherry find like a local like magazine or something?
Yes.
Like she wants to be like up to date on any like gossip or important news.
Is it is it just me, or is Danielle going robotic for everybody?
It's just you.
Oh, garbage.
It
Okay.
sounded fine.
Yeah, I think she sounded normal.
Did you
Okay.
install the new wife communication update they were just released?
I guess not. I've been busy.
He wasn't on the first wave rollout.
Oh, didn't have priority communication update status.
Yeah. So sorry, I missed what the next part was after finding the local magazine.
She wants to know what's going on
What's
Tabuk. Anything of note?
Local news, gossip.
Okay. All right. Local news and gossip.
Did I get that right,
there's-
Danielle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some I could hear her that time, by the way.
Hey Dex, can you tell Ben that I would like to know
Okay.
any local news or gossip?
Yeah.
Got it.
I'll get that
Roger
across
that.
to him. So Ben, Danielle
Okay,
would like to
thanks.
know what the local news and gossip is on Tabuk.
All right. Tell Danielle she finds out nothing.
Danielle, I think Ben is tired of this game.
That everyone is boring on Tabuk. Nobody has any fun. No, I'm kidding. So
I'm having fun.
She would find some tidbits. There is some chatter about the royal family. Rumors about the king's wife, who has been staying out of the public eye for a while now, and people supposing what she's up to, or is their marriage on the rocks? But there's also a section about there's supposed to be some big parade in the next few days, where the king and the prince heir apparent are going to march through some of the section of the city. It's a big PR, publicity kind of thing, reminding the city that they're here and they're aware of the needs of the city, that and a kind of a show of strength. Not quite a military parade, but
Question.
just go ahead.
Is Nero still kind of a unofficial bodyguard of the royal heir apparent and the father? And a little bit the father.
Well, wouldn't the heir apparent be Cade's older brother?
Oh, I misread that.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
Pete is not personally invested in this at all.
No, not at all. So the magazine she's reading this stuff, and she's like, oh, royal family, interesting. I don't know what you think, but she sees they've got like little glamour shots. There was apparently some kind of photo shoot, and there's King Tarek, there's Prince Kadir, and there is another prince in the shoot, whose name I don't remember that we ever established, but the little subtext below Prince Kadir is heir apparent.
What?
Okay. So
Wait,
then
what? Isla was talking right then. Kate is what?
Kadir
Huh?
is
What?
apparently the heir
Can anybody hear
apparent.
Pete? Anybody hear
Oh
Robert?
my!
Yeah.
All right.
So
And
then the
there's,
question
there's only-
still stands: is Nero kind of still hanging about as like the Cade bodyguard?
She is
Are
not.
there any
Okay.
shots? Oh, there's not. Okay.
She
There's
was
at
pretty
least no
busy on
mention of
Urala.
her. Yeah, there's at least no mention of her in this article.
Okay.
What about Brother Nick?
Same.
Sad.
Yeah.
Read better magazines, Cherry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
her taste
guys.
is clearly skewed. Because there is an entire section about rumors of the heir apparent's relationship status and potential availability.
Oh, come on. Then there has to be some kind of a caution about warning people not to try and run up and hug him.
I don't think he's going to give us anything, guys.
No, not yet. And
Dude.
as noted, Nero has been busy on Urala. She would only be inserting herself as Cade's bodyguard when she's actually on Tabuk.
His poor actual bodyguard.
Right. Especially if, and I don't know if Cade would do this, but especially if Cade is like, yeah, no, let her do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would let Nero have free reign as bodyguard.
Yeah.
For sure.
She's definitely someone he can trust.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, okay, I guess. Let's see. What else would be? Okay, it wouldn't. I'll throw you guys a bone. This is like right before Christmas, so.
Yay, we get presents.
Ooh.
100 experience points.
Wow, I was just going to ask for 2, but that's even better.
So Avery is shooting for the moon here. Shooting for the stars, really. Okay.
Numbers.
There are no
Shooting for
numbers
the
in the
stars
stars.
without
You shoot
number?
for the moon.
Yes. No numbers. So 100 ain't even in it. Okay, so here's the deal. Turns out Cherry didn't pick up a purely gossip rag. It has got a little more meat on its bones. And there is we'll say it is like the royal update or something like that. And it's got all kinds of stuff about public opinion about, and some opinion articles about some of the king's most recent actions, about this whole uh, increased uh, security and customs policy that has had a decent sized subset of the community of the populace upset and fussed. So there's some talk about that. There's also discussion of the uh, the ongoing uh, the ongoing reconstruction and recovery efforts on Urala, and get some interesting different perspectives. There seems like they're trying to uh, be position themselves as a more neutral source, because yeah, you've got the scathing, what are we doing wasting our time on you know these neighbors of ours, what have they ever
These
done for
lizard
us?
loving pacifists.
Yes, um these zealots, um and then there's the one about, this is turning over a new leaf in Tabuk's history and showing that uh, the better path can be taken, uh, even and that our new king is more open minded and you know more more gracious than his predecessor. Um, though it's
Yikes! Hold up. His predecessor's the emperor.
yes, it's
Don't.
I
I
am
was
par.
gonna
Let
say.
me just be clear. Let me be clear. I'm paraphrasing. This is worded.
Okay.
This is couched in very careful terms. That is not.
Okay.
It is not critical of the
It
emperor.
says here that the emperor was a total wimp. No, okay, sorry.
It's just if anything, it seems to be carefully phrased in a way that could be interpreted by a more hardcore Tabukan supremacist or whatever, or emperor lover, to be perhaps a mild criticism of King Breckenridge in his but it's definitely careful not to step too hard on the emperor's toes, that's for sure. And as a little section there, it does mention that um, the heir apparent has been heavily involved in the process, that he's just recently returned from his latest visit, and that he's assured the people that the the effort is in good hands with some of his most trusted comrades, with whom he has spent some time.
Woo!
And that it's that the he uh, brought back a set of deliveries that have been rumored to have made their way to uh, some of the local hospitals and uh, a a couple of orphanages as well, from the good brother Nicholas, who who had made himself a bit of a reputation for despite being a foreigner, having a special place in his heart for the children of Tabuk.
Slowly
And
but surely, his army rises. No.
yeah. Um and Cherry's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's get to the juicy stuff. And is digging in on this what's the
Like, yeah,
relationship
yeah,
status of this
Santa
prince?
Claus sending gifts to the children.
Yeah. Um well, and I guess I should also mention, there's uh the there is very nearly order completely restored to some of the Uralan countryside. There had been, reports that were denigrated by some people as, propaganda or, fake news kind of stuff, that there were still some bandits or rogue elements that were causing trouble in Urala. But there's one of the prince's companions was making a it become somewhat of a legend on Urala for eviscerating the those who would continue to do violence to the Uralans.
Woo!
Man, I didn't take Java for someone who eviscerated people.
Her blade as narrow as her name.
Oh, man, I was hoping it was Java.
And yeah, in this gossipy section, she'll find some rumors about it'll talk about the sudden and mysterious disappearance of his fiance, and the complete stone wall that they'd put up about it. Refusing to answer questions, but rumors that she has been seen recently, uh, unverified. No one was able to catch pictures that were clear enough to be sure of anything. But that's part of what's gotten the rumor mill stirring again. And that about sums up the juicy gossip and rumor bits
Oh,
and
hey,
local news.
in the article, does it say how long ago the fiance went missing? Trying to figure out how much time has passed.
It does actually.
Down
Let
to
me
the
just.
second. They're keeping it after.
It has
Let
smart
me.
paper that continues a counter.
Yes. Let me just double check one thing here. Make sure that I tell you the right number because I do have it in my notes. Let's see here. Okay, we have. Okay, it was. Oh, you're sending messages. Okay, I got. Hold on, let me see. I got messages from. Let me make sure I don't ignore them. Okay. Um. Yes. The time skip. It has been approximately just. It's been about 6.5 months.
It's been
Yeah, it's been
7.5 months since you looked at me.
Oh man.
Yeah, so he's still not over it then.
Oh.
everyone
Oh,
says,
come on.
"Aw."
Who had a
but
real
it's-
breakup that was over after 6.5 months, though?
There's definitely
Yeah.
got to be a section about like public opinion mounting about like when is he gonna move on? When are we gonna see a marriage?
Well, so yeah, that's definitely in there, mixed in with the he's still never he still not ever made a public statement. And there are rumors that she's been seen again. Um, People had tried apparently getting information from the others of their former crew and their former ship's crew, and didn't really get the kinds of answers they were hoping for. Pretty much got stone walls from Narrow and Brother Nick as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Java just disappeared.
Yeah, there is no mention of Java.
Oh.
There is. He
He did manage to stay out of the spotlight pretty well.
he did. He decided to skip town and skedaddle on out of there.
He had to go explore his life as Cecil.
His fate remains a mystery. For now.
Until we get the band back together.
Yeah,
We
makes
should
sense.
stop at that local coffee shop, actually.
Hmm.
This really cool new place called Cecil's just opened up. What a coincidence.
Oh, man. Good memory there.
Oh my
Okay.
word. Ethan, you're on it.
Basically time. Yeah. That is a good one. All right. Well, we are close to our time. Do we want to just go ahead and end there? Do we want to go ahead and
Now,
say
is the real Christmas present that we don't get a cliffhanger?
I mean, I'm gonna have to tap out because I'm still fatigue ridden from the whole flu last week.
Hmm.
So
oh yeah, I hear there.
yeah.
Oh,
I
by the
think
way, I made a joke about you and Avery, and then the next day the hand of God smote me with an intense flu. So I would like to make things right by saying I'm so sorry. I made a joke about you guys being weak sauce. So
Well, I am wishing
well,
you
all's
a
forgiven.
continued speedy recovery and rest.
yes.
I appreciate it.
I'm wishing
For
you all the
sure.
strong sauce.
All
Well,
the
I'm just
strong
glad I
sauce.
didn't crash out hard because yesterday I started crashing out at 4 p.m. So
Oof.
Oh boy,
yeah,
I'm
I'm actually doing okay today. I
That's
just
good
don't
to
need
hear.
to push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hit us with your fave then, and we'll let you go.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking a combination between, of course, catching up with the old crew and the opportunities for Pete to do the I can't hear you with the jammer on purpose to people.
I like it.
Hey, you said you were giving us
All
2
right.
XP this session.
Yeah.
100 XP.
I thought it was 100.
That's what I heard.
Well, you
Man,
guys,
Put
you
it in
guys are
the
too greedy.
need to get your ears checked. I think you're confusing the ringing in your ears from
No,
No,
it's
no,
in
no.
the transcription, actually.
I clearly
came to me in a
remember
dream.
after the 100 joke, you said, and I was going to give you 2.
No.
You guys are just gaslighting me.
Yeah.
Check the transcript. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah,
watching
Avery went in there
100
and he went in there and typed.
Yeah, Avery, edit the transcript really quick. Thanks for watching.
So yeah, let's see. Oh, I haven't refreshed. Yeah. I don't know why I'm wasting time on this. Oh, I'm actually not even finding 100.
There's an even bigger number. You heard it here, folks.
Oh, because it went as a number. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys have just made that up.
I could have sworn that as a response, a joke in response is what it sounded like. But as a response to Avery saying 100 XP, you're like, well, I was just going to give you 2. Or something like
So
that.
Danielle.
I said
Yeah.
I was just going to ask for 2.
Oh,
Yes, I was
okay.
gonna say,
All right. Maybe I need to
was gonna-
update my communication package. Okay.
I was like, I know better than to forget when I agreed to live about something. Let's see. Okay, so we got Robert's fave. Danielle was first up tonight, so we'll go to her now.
Ooh, that's hard. Oops. I'm going to defer for a moment. Sorry.
Means that's me next.
That would be.
Obviously, yes, catching up. But specific to our characters, the park was surprisingly engaging. That was a fun little kind of spy operation moment. It showcased the range of our crew. We're not, necessarily hard-lined specialists, but we put this together and got it done. And Bo describing Cherry as knows how to talk words good. when he was basically saying that, yeah, it should be Eva, Pete, and Cherry that meets the doctor.
Knows how to talk words good? Is that what you said?
Knows how to talk words good.
That is special. Oh, hold up. I usually format that differently. One sec. There we go. So, pretty good. Ethan, you're up.
Calling the Fed an old fogey.
He was so
Yeah,
unamused.
that was what she muttered. Was that what she muttered while she was turning Pete's dial?
No, I said with all these grandpas running around.
Something like that.
Oh,
There are many ways to communicate that this man was old, that he'd lost
Yeah.
touch with the youths.
Yeah. Fortunately, he couldn't hear her over the blaring music, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that and Pete's newfound superpower of selective hearing.
Mm-hmm. something something biological masses had mastered centuries ago.
Hmm.
And let's be real, Eva's not gonna notice.
Just let him
See,
retreat to his mind palace when
yeah,
he
Not
knows
even with
going
their
on.
pansexual optics.
I feel like there was, maybe I'm remembering wrong. I thought there was a scene before where Pete did something like that, where he just like shut off his auditory processor or something, and just
I
like,
vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to go help with the kid. Good night, y'all.
yeah,
Night,
good
Robert.
Good night. Did I turn my mic back on?
You did. It is on.
I was waiting for Avery to say no.
No, I gotta make you actually think we can't hear you at least, a couple times.
At least once. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Oh, sure.
okay.
Okay. Let's see. We're to Avery now.
Anyone hear Danielle?
I had to defer my favorite because Ezra started getting upset.
Mm-hmm. You want to
Which,
go now?
Avery, if you're okay with me jumping in front of you, I'd kind of like to go ahead and give it while he's not dying.
Yep.
Okay, so my favorite in character moment was Pete realizing that he could use the jammer for personal reasons. So you
Okay.
can just put Pete's jammer. My favorite out of character moment was Dex having my back in relaying communications for me when apparently there was a breakdown in the technology. Dex translations or Dexcom. And then my favorite
Dexcom.
session moment, the Christmas gift, which was getting kind of an update on the crew. Oh, no. Okay, so favorite update was finding out that Cade has somehow become the heir apparent. That was like a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Yeah, you can delete the update was nice, but my
Yeah.
favorite of the update was the Cade plot twist. That is going to be so fun when Saoirse finds that out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how she would react to that. Well, I kind of met you now. Gonna be a queen.
Yeah. Avery, you were up.
Yeah, obligatory catching up on the old characters for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, a flawless heist, really. I was expecting you to penalize us more directly. I don't know. Maybe to wait until next year.
Oh, the penalizing comes later.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you try to plant the seeds.
6 sessions from now, when we try and plant or sell these really rare seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Something from the past will rear its ugly head.
Yeah, but it's like, remember when you said you wanted the highest number? Let me tell you.
Turns out those were toxicity levels. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, man.
All right. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to say yeah, I'll say the park signal jamming shenanigans, just to incorporate that whole scene. I did really enjoy that. I part of me wish we had a little bit more time to do that scene, but I definitely didn't want to drag that out over 2 whole sessions because I was going to get way outside.
You balanced it really well, and I really appreciated you being willing to kind of expound on the idea I had in a way that made sense for the campaign.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Ethan, as usual, the meme. No and yes. All right, let's see. I feel like I did yeah, I guess I'll put Cherry grabbing a paper. That definitely gets a solid mention because I was not I had some things already in mind, but I wasn't thinking about revealing them tonight. I had another session, another thing planned later. But yeah, so that was fun. It was a little surprise for me and you guys.
There you go. Well, I just figured that since she's so obsessed with journalistic stuff, that she would want to know what was going on the planet. So
Yeah,
thanks
yeah.
for taking the bait.
Yeah.
Indulgence.
Oh wait, they don't sell papers on Tabuk. Sorry. Oh, you
Yeah,
suddenly
it
get a
turns out
blinding headache.
nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares at all. There is no gossip seat on Tabuk. They're all no nonsense. No, there's definitely definitely a high society that likes to spend a lot of time on that sort of nonsense.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Well, let's get those faves
Uh oh.
posted. Uh-oh.
Okay, never mind. Okay, it now moves the page completely.
No, I did some cleanup. We can offline that.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
That's what Avery was cleaning up.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, faves are posted.
All right.
And I'll end the stream here.
It works